Y&R fans, happy Friday. We made it to the end of the week. And yes, we have our Friday cliffhanger episode to talk about. So without further ado, let's get to it. First, we see Audra telling Kyle to reunite with Summer. Diane urges Jack to fire Billy and hire Kyle, and Phyllis officially agrees to Tucker's offer. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for September 22nd, and without any further ado, let's talk about this episode. So the episode starts out with a surprise encounter at the jazz lounge. Tucker bumps into Audra, an old friend, wink, wink, and they reminisce about their past. Now, Audra, however, makes it clear that their past encounter was just an hour of catching up, not an invitation for anything more. Now, Tucker reveals that he's been thinking about Audra on the karmic level, hinting at some hidden agenda. Audra is intrigued but cautious. Now, Tucker brings up the idea of jumping ship from Newman Enterprises, but Nikki's lack of optimism concerns Audra. She's unsure about leaving the company. Now, Tucker hints at a takeover plan at Jabot, but he doesn't have any specific job titles in mind for Audra. Now, his motivation seems a little bit more vindictive than a desire to run the company. Audra is skeptical, but once again intrigued, and Tucker reveals his secret weapon, none other than Billy. So now over at Chancellor Park, Phyllis startles Jack while he's looking at his phone. Now Jack makes it clear that he has zero interest in making small talk with Phyllis. Their relationship is beyond reconciliation due to the damage she caused to the kids. Now Phyllis acknowledges her mistakes and expresses her determination to change. However, Jack, he remains unmoved and incensed that she's dead to him. Now, after Jack walks away, Daniel arrives and supports Jack's actions, stating that Phyllis needs to prove herself through actions, not just words. And then we see Daniel suggest that Phyllis should work with him at Omega Sphere. Though it's not a high-level job, he emphasizes that he doesn't want to hear any complaints. Phyllis, however, is grateful for the opportunity, but because she has this so-called deal in her back pocket with Tucker on the wings, she's considering and didn't give him any answer. So now over at Society, Billy enters and joins Adam, who of course recently lost his job. Billy brings up offering damaging information about Tucker, but needs more details before proceeding. However, now Adam is reluctant to get involved and wants to work his way up instead in the company because he has officially turned over a new leaf. Billy does not believe him, and at this point he's tired of Adam and he decides to get up and walk away. And then Tucker arrives over at Society and he and Adam have a tense conversation. They discuss the tension with Billy but ultimately agree that they have no animosity toward each other. Tucker receives a text from Phyllis prompting him to leave because she's now going to move forward with their deal. So now we're over at the Abbott estate where Diane confronts Kyle about losing his job, suspecting that his involvement with Audra played a role. She encourages him not to hide from his pain and suggests that he consider returning to Jabot. Jack now arrives and is informed about Kyle's job loss and is okay with it as long as it leads Kyle to return to Jabot. However, the unresolved issues with Billy can make this situation just a little bit complicated. And until Kyle hears answers about getting his co-CEO job back, he is not talking about it anymore. Diane called their son stubborn, and she was like, I wonder who he got that from. And they both looking kind of sus at this point because I think he got it from the both of you. Now we're over at the GCAC where Billy encounters Audra and warns her about Tucker's agenda. Now she maintains stoic that that's not her concern and sarcastically even thanks him for caring. And then as she sits down, Kyle comes in and meets her over at the table at the GCAC, and their conversation is filled with tension and awkwardness. Kyle insists that he doesn't blame her, but Audra detects an edge in his voice. She believes that their relationship was just a fling, and that is all it is, no hard feelings. However, she does say, you know what? go back to Summer. And he was like, nope, it is over. We're done. And after what we saw with her interest in Chance, yeah, I believe you, Kyle. It is officially done at this point. So, you know what? You are all on your own now. And finally, Phyllis heads over to the GCAC, runs into Billy, and they played it off because Tucker was right behind her. Phyllis then head to Tucker's room when she thought Billy was gone with the intention of hacking into Billy's account after requesting her $1,000,000. So yeah, the other thing is we see is that Billy didn't go far because he's looking through those doors wondering where Phyllis is headed. Now I think she has a room at the GCAC, but he ain't stupid. He know that there's some form of a connection between Phyllis and Tucker. So there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Friday, September 22nd, 2022. Stay tuned for the Bold and the Beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.